It's one of the most familiar and chilling scenes from January 6th. Officers, guns drawn in the House chamber. Behind the doors, the insurrectionists.
Yeah.
Take your pins off.
Pins off.
Behind the camera, Congressman Dan Kildee, who was huddled in the gallery documenting it.
That was January 6th. Here we are 3.5 months later almost. What happened in those interim weeks to you?
I went home. I thought it was fine. It was after I got home and I started looking at some of the video from the event. I thought it was a few dozen people. It was hundreds and hundreds of people, violent people. And that triggered an emotional and physical reaction. I had a lot of tension in my chest. Breathing was difficult. I became really irritable.
You were feeling stressed, anxious. You were having chest pain.
Mm-hmm.
A friend in Congress suggested Kildee reach out to the author of Transforming Trauma, Dr. Jim Gordon, who's worked everywhere from Kosovo to Parkland. Kildee called him, and the doctor immediately recognized signs of post-traumatic stress.
I've worked in war zones and post-war, post-disaster situations, after school shootings and with war-traumatized vets. And what Dan was experiencing, as he talked about it, is what people experience. All the symptoms that he just described to you, these are all fight or flight that's being prolonged.
But they're supposed to go away.
But they didn't go away, and they have not gone away in so many people, and they're still there for people who have not attended to them.
Does it feel at all strange to you to be sitting alongside your therapist as a member of Congress, talking publicly now for the first time about your own mental health challenge?
Yeah, I mean, this is not something I ever expected to experience, not something that I anticipated, but I'm just really grateful that we connected and that I was able to get help when I needed it the most.
Their sessions almost every Saturday have helped, and so do the meditation techniques Gordon taught. The congressman hoping opening up now will help others do the same.
Most people who experience trauma don't experience it in real time on every network across the world. They do it privately, quietly, painfully, silently, alone. And so if I can speak to them, that's what I want to do.
Hallie Jackson, NBC News, Washington.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.